Hey, are you ready for a quick chat about metal detecting? Maybe do a little bit of a mail call, have a discussion around how we display our finds and a few other things. If so, and that sounds interesting, stay tuned.
Pretty deep. I think I may have it out.
Just gorgeous.
Remember, if you like these videos, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Ding ding!
Okay, thanks for joining the video here. First of all, let me welcome you to my new virtual hangout. You may notice behind me I've got a couple of my detectors, some of my finds, recent finds on the shelves there, as well as the floating metal detecting station that I recently built and featured in one of my videos, but actually created this whole thing using a green screen. Just something fun to do here. But listen, let's get started. Are you ready to talk metal detecting? Let's go. Okay, the first thing I want to share with you, this is pretty cool. Sometimes, when I'm on a hunt, I don't know about you, you need an extra power source. Your detector may be running low. You can always charge your detector via your car, but I recently picked up this solar-powered charger, okay, from Patriot Supply. And this thing's really cool. I love it for several reasons. It's obviously does what it says. You can charge this via the sun. It works off of a USB port, but it also includes a flashlight, okay, that has a couple different modes on it, emergency, blinking, whatever, but just a neat thing. These guys also make solar-powered generators as well, but pretty neat find and something nice to have either for my phone or for my detector if it needs a quick charge. All right, sticking with kind of like the gear thing, the other thing I wanted to share with you, Chuck Smalley, who is a great guy, wonderful detectorist, he's a dealer as well, sent me Snakeskin. Do you guys use snakeskins? This actually fits around the I don't believe it's the shaft. It fits around the coil, I think. I'm not sure if it's the coil or the shaft, but it's a way to trick out your detector. I got to unpack it, take a quick look at it, but I think essentially the coil that you wrap around the shaft, I think it's intended to be placed over top of that. But this is the snakeskin. These are available all over the place. There's a website on here, www.snakeskins.net. So just something fun to put on the detector. The next item I want to share, a lot of detectorists have stickers, buttons, patches. These things are fun to share, to trade. If you have a YouTube channel, they're a way to promote your channel, and people used to trade a lot of these more frequently when they would go on seated hunts when we were not all in lockdown. So, but still, a lot of folks have these as part of their giveaways. It's something fun to do. You all may have seen some of my stickers, but I also wanted you to see I actually had some of my stickers. I have two of them. One that's really popular, right? You may have seen this at the start of the video, is something that I designed and made that is a caution sticker. But I also have produced these, okay, as a magnet. There's a company called Magnet Queen, and I have used them over the years, magnetqueen.com, for many things. You know how you get these photos from your grandkids or your kids, or drawings, and you just love these things, but what do I do with them? Well, you can scan any of those things, and Magnet Queen will have them reduced and made into these really cool, magnets that you can display and put on your refrigerator. So these guys will often produce these. They have discounts that they'll run over the course of the year. They just had a 50% off sale, but their quality, their service is phenomenal, and you can use these for your metal detecting stickers or for photos of the kids, grandkids, that kind of thing. So magnetqueen.com, give them a look. Okay, moving right along. You know, I was watching a video, and I think it was Square Nail Squirrel, who has just a great channel. Check out his channel if you've not seen it. And after one of his hunts, where he had hit this old permission property and, you know, pretty much cleaned it up. I'm sure there was some stuff left, but he kind of returned the favor, and he had a small 35 millimeter film canister that he filled with some old coins and put it in the ground for a future detectorist to uncover. And I thought, you know, that's pretty cool. Now, some people will debate that. You know, we shouldn't be putting anything into the ground. To each his own. But I thought it was a pretty cool idea. And I found some coins that I found these online. I think I got these through Amazon. And these are from the Footprints in the Sand poem. That's something that I've always loved. It reminds me of my faith. And this has a small phrase from the larger poem here. So I picked up a bag of these things. And depending upon the hunt and the property, I'm returning the favor, you know, and I'm putting these back in the ground for, who knows, maybe my grandkids or another detectorist to find someday. So I thought it was an interesting idea. Wanted to pass it along to you all in case you might be interested in too. All right. Just a bit of a mail call here. I had two things that I got in the mail that I thought would be fun sharing. You know, I did this hunt. It was a permission hunt, Sundown Cottage. If you haven't watched it, give it a watch. It was a fun dig. I met a wonderful man, the owner of the property, and I had some success finding several pieces of silver there. Beautiful story about the property as well. But you know, when I do permission hunts, I will often ask the homeowner, listen, if you'd like to share in the findings, I'll be happy to split them with you. I'll give you your first choice, that type of thing. Most often, I found that the homeowners say, no, you go ahead and keep everything. You know, in this particular case, the homeowner, though, I shared with him a silver mercury dime that I found. And it just so happened to be struck in his birth year, which I think was like 1941. And he said, you know, I think I'd like that. And I said, why don't you go ahead and keep that? That's just great. So he did. And a couple weeks later, you know, he saw the video I produced and he really enjoyed it. Thanked me profusely for the video. He called me and everything. And he said, you know, I feel bad about keeping that silver mercury dime. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and mail that back to you. What am I going to do with it? I know you share your treasures and tell stories about them. So indeed, he mailed this back to me. And I got that permission, by the way, through a direct mail reach out. And I sent in a letter page that listed some of my videos on them and a slip that the homeowner could use to like contact me back. He ended up calling me. But he used that slip right here. And you can kind of read, hopefully, what he wrote here. But basically, he was saying, listen, you know, I want you to have this. And you know, thank you so much. And he wrote this beautiful note, right, that nice to meet you, come back anytime. And he actually sent me the dime back. So a lot of wonderful finds we make metal detecting. I think some of the best finds, though, are the new friends that we make, and this kind of proves that point. Okay, the other thing here I'm going to open up, this has actually come my way. All right, I happen to know this has come to me from Japan, and one of my, believe it or not, my grade school friends, I have a few grade school friends I keep in contact with, supported my YouTube channel from day one, watches the videos, comments on those things and so forth. This individual also, he's quite talented, and you know, he does some claymation and work with small figurines and so forth. And he surprised me one day and actually made, first of all, let me show you, he made this, and it of course says The History Digger. And he developed this figurine, I'm seeing it for the first time with you, okay, based off of one of my videos. So in the fall, I have a favorite green jacket I wear with a hat. And my good friend Mark Neal made this, and I have to tell you, I just absolutely love it. okay? And it's going to be something I'm going to kind of share and enjoy for some time to come. So pretty cool items in this month's mail call. All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about displaying your finds. You know, I've come across some pretty cool finds, some large things too, and I still haven't quite figured out, you know, how I'm going to display these things. I keep them in boxes and I pull them out and I share people. I tell them the story. I've seen some really good things that some of you use to display your finds: shadow boxes, glass display cases. Some items lend themselves better than others in terms of displaying. I just found, for example, this spoon in my yard. I put a few. I think I included this in a video, but has some monogram letters on it. It's, by the way, one of 2 spoons that I've found in my yard. My property actually sits on the location of an old hotel. I believe this is like an old jelly or sugar spoon. That's harder to display. You know, how do you display that type of thing? But I wanted to share with you something I found online. I don't know if I have the manufacturer for this. It was from a catalog, okay? But let me show you what these things are here. I'm going to put a couple of them in front of you here. They're little mini display cases. They fold open, and there's a real tight plastic seal that goes over the items, okay? And these things come in a variety of sizes and colors, okay? Notice that, you know, it's really thin here, all right? And this is just like a plastic, almost like a saran wrap type of a membrane. And so for some of those odd-shaped items, I think it's pretty cool. And this is a special item. I was metal detecting on a property that it's actually a public park now, but during World War II, it was a prisoner of war camp. It was a location where we housed German prisoners of war that the United States captured off the East Coast. Okay, some submariners, whatever, that we then, you know, housed in this prisoner of war camp. This lock is from that era. Okay, and anyway, I've got that in the same case with a few old dog tags, other things that I found, not military dog tags. Here are a couple recent rings that I found as well, but would love to hear your ideas, your examples. How do you guys display your finds? And those are a few things. If I can find the source, the manufacturer of that, I will include that in the video description below. So that's a wrap. Listen, thanks a lot for watching these videos. This was just a short few minutes of some metal detecting talk, gear-related mail call. Love to hear some of your things that you've been finding to be of help in your detecting adventures lately. And listen, as always, please drop a comment. If you got something to share with the community, please do so. Thanks for watching the video. Happy digging.